We still have some time for the class to start. Let's wait for some time for people to join in. Hi Rishabh. Hi Ayush. Good evening, you both. I'm sorry I got disconnected from the class. Please confirm if you guys can hear me now and see me fine. Hi Shalu. Hi Samad. Good evening. Guys, please confirm if you can hear me fine, if you can see the video, and now uploading the document. So confirm that you can see the document as well. Let's just ask questions. All right, here you go. So we're going to wait for another 2-3 minutes for people to join in and then start the session. We have Vivek now joining the session. Hi Vivek. Hi Shivam. So guys, after today's morning session, did you guys go through some questions? Did you guys go through the recording again? Practice the questions again yourself? Any doubts you have from the previous session probably? Or any other question you want to check with me? We're going to wait for another 2 minutes for people to join in. In the meantime, you guys can shoot your questions. Have any, of course. Base systems, पढ़ लो सारे के सारे बहुत important chapter है वो अगर आ गया तो it's not going to be very tough, so why do you want to miss out on that opportunity, right? CAT is not going to ask you base systems aggressively, but in case it appears, you don't want to simply feel blank. Sorry, I got disconnected again. Shivam is asking if I'm in MDI. No, Shivam, I'm not in MDI. I'm in Mumbai right now. I mean, I'm a graduate from MDI, but in 2018, I'm working right now in Mumbai. Vivek is asking, is combination of probabilities hard? Should we go on this? Hard as in, it's a bit, I'll say it's a bit of a tricky concept, PNC. It's not very easy to grasp, but questions are going to be easy. They're going to be just on counting numbers. So yes, please go ahead. And LOD1 questions, if you are looking at, they won't appear in CAT. Questions like LOD2, LOD3 will appear in CAT exam based on PNC and probability. And PNC and probability, these two subjects, these two sections have become very important in the past few years. And every year, 1 or 2 questions have been asked. 2 to 3 questions rather. Shreya has joined, Subhankar has joined, Nitin has joined. Good evening, everyone. Wait for another minute for people to join in. In the meantime, you guys also settle down, grab a pen and a piece of paper or 2 pieces of paper, whatever suits you. But have something on you so that while we discuss the questions, you can draw your own mind maps, note down important points, if not anything. Depends which IM you're referring to, Samad. Samad is asking if someone has less marks in 10th and 12th, do IMs call that candidate? How low marks and what IMs are you referring to? Which IMs and how low? Old IMs, when you say ABC, and how bad are your marks? How bad is your academics? Hi Sachin Kumar, hi Smriti. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the session. Another few seconds while we wait for people to join in. And we have taken up this question from Samad, who's asking if bad scores will get him a call from all IMs. 12th was 60 only, but 10th was 80. No, I'm Samad. If you want to hear it bluntly, honestly, I would tell you no. So don't even think about getting a call from IIM ABC. Doesn't matter your academic diversity, gender diversity. If your 10th, 12th was like 60, they won't call you. We have Nitesh who has joined in. Hi Nitesh. But you have other colleges as well that will call you, right? College like FMS, college like XLRI, prepare for that. Probably you have MDI and all these colleges later. So ABC, if you are referring to, then I'll give you a clear picture. No matter how what people say around, score 99.5 plus, 96 plus, with those are CAS that you're referring, I am pretty sure they won't call you. ओके और जैसे सुबह मैंने देखा था तुम्हारा बेस सिस्टम्स में हाल है तो 99.5 प्लस तो मुझे लग नहीं रहा तुम तैयारी कर रहे हो आर यू प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर 99 plus 0.5 plus kind of a score because if yes I'll tell you there's this college called FMS if you have heard that doesn't consider your academics at all it's pure CAT plus extempore and things like that so first shortlist is CAT and all अच्छा सिर्फ doubt था you're not asking for yourself anything else Kajal Giri has joined the session. Vivek has posted a question. Vivek, I can't take this question because this is irrelevant to the agenda of this class. 85% mock na aata hai, which is a decent score. Someone that will convert to say 93, 94 percentile in CAT. But if you want to, if you're aiming for something more than that, I would say you need to work really hard. 85 percentile in mock will convert only up till 94, 95. That's an average score that you're scoring. Okay, chalo, let's begin. Good evening, everyone. My name is Bhavuk Pujara, and we're taking this special class today, this live session based on past year's XAT questions on number systems. This is a little bit about me as an educator. I scored 98.3 in my CAT 2015. I graduated from MDI Gurgaon in 2018. And I'm a verified educator here on Unacademy with 750 plus videos now. I'm an aptitude trainer teaching guys like yourselves for past 4+ years. I'm a name published in TMH Books for CAT by Mr. Arun Sharma. You'll see my name published in acknowledgement if you have your books with you because I work with the team very closely in terms of content development and online teaching there as well. I'm a finance enthusiast, CFA level 2 candidate, French language enthusiast. I'm passionate about cycling, sketching, reading, and music. We're going to discuss shortly about Unacademy Plus very briefly. This is a CAT subscription you can buy and get access to all live and structured courses provided by top educators. You get access to weekly quizzes, mega quizzes, doubt clearing session, mock tests, sectional tests. If you buy the subscription plus subscription, it comes at a very normal price, 3,000 rupees per month if you buy it for 1 month. It comes down to 2,500 rupees per month if you buy it for 3 months, which is something I recommend to CAT 2019 aspirants because we don't have much time left to CAT. But if you're looking to prepare for GDPI also, I would say buy something like this 6 months subscription for which you'll have to pay 2,000 rupees per month. Very nominal charge, guys. This is, I mean, this is pretty much on the lower side that you get these days. As if you appear for, if you take offline classes and things like that, they're pretty much on the higher side. 60+ K is what the fees is these days, and they're providing you at a very nominal cost. And for someone like a CAT 2020 aspirant, it comes down to 1,250 rupees per month. And if this looks little on the higher side, use my coupon code Bhavuk Pujara. That is my full name and my profile name on Unacademy, and you'll get an additional discount of 10% on the prices that are being flashed here on the screen. Okay. This is what a course sample course agenda looks like on the Plus course that I'm running right now on Plus platform. We have past year CAT questions, past year XAT questions we're discussing. We have a lot of doubt clearing sessions where students can come in and ask their doubts live in the session. Then we have weekly quizzes and mega quiz of 30 questions. Okay, let's discuss question number one for today's class. Question number one is a XAT 2017 question. It has appeared in XAT 2017 and is a number systems based question. The question reads: if n is equal to 11 raised to the power of p plus 7 multiplied by 7 raised to the power of q minus 2 multiplied by 5 raised to the power of r plus 1 multiplied by 3 raised to the power s, this is equal to n, and this number is a perfect cube where p, q, r, and s are positive integers, then the smallest value of p plus q plus r plus s is something you need to find out. Options are 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. There's that question, guys, and a very recent that exam question, that is that 2017. That is an exam in which even if you score like 35 percentage, that is 35 questions out of 100, if you do right, all correct, you score a 99 plus percentile. This is the exam we're talking about. And such a question has appeared in XAT. Pure logical question, nothing very fancy, nothing very complex about it. Shreya says it's B, Samad says E, Nitesh says 9. Okay, what about others? Take some time, guys, see what is happening in the question, see what is taught here. Shreya, you too, go back and check again. Shivam Pandey says it's A. So we have A, B, and E. Who is going to say C and D now? Shubhankar says 9. That is E again. No one says it's C or D. Samad ने सॉल्यूशन दे दिया है हमें. समझ स्टेप बाय स्टेप भी लिख कर दे दो, सब पढ़ लेंगे. What Samad has told us, guys, it's very clear what is happening here. Let's see. Thought process for that. If n is a perfect cube, then p plus 7, the powers q minus 2, r plus 1, and s should be divisible by 3. Guys, what happens is that when you have a number prime factorized like this, perfect cube means the power has to be a multiple of 3. I have another prime number, the power has to be either 0 or a multiple of 3. So 3n, n can be any whole number. 7 raised to power 3n, 11 raised to power 3n, and so on. This is what a perfect cube means. People who have done factors and factorization properly would know this. Again, I'm running a course on Unacademy Plus based on number system, introduction to number systems, where we're discussing all these things in detail. So perfect cube means that n, the prime factors of n, have to be of the power 3n form. ठीक है? For example, अगर मैं आपको एक नंबर दूं 2 square और मैं आपको बोलूं ये perfect cube है, will you believe me? No. 2 square is 4. Can you take a perfect cube of it? No. अगर मैं बोलूं ये 8, आपको एक नंबर दिया मैंने, n equal to 2 cube, that is 8. ये perfect cube है, you will say, so you're right. Why? Because 2 cube is 8. When taken a cube root of gives me 2. So it's a perfect cube. So the observation is that the power of this prime number, this base that we are talking about, has to be of 3n form. इसका मतलब क्या है? p plus 7 हमारी first power है, has to be of the form 3n. Okay, and p, q, r, and s are natural numbers. Natural numbers क्या होते हैं? I'm going to write three situations. Tell me in which case I'm writing only natural numbers, guys. I want to see if you guys know this already or not. 1, 2, 3 cases है हमारे पास. First case is a series -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Second is 0, 1, 2, 3. Third is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Try natural numbers. Shivam says C, Samad says C, Rishabh says C. Okay, this third one. What about others? I hope you understand what natural numbers are. Natural numbers start with A till positive infinity. तो ये छोटी छोटी चीजें हम इग्नोर कर देते हैं क्वेश्चन में. पॉजिटिव इंटीजर्स यहाँ पे दिया गया, नेचुरल नंबर्स नहीं दिया है, इट्स द सेम थिंग. ओके, तो पी क्यू आर एस हमारे नेचुरल नंबर्स है. पी प्लस 7 हमारा 3n फॉर्म है. अब अगर n 0 की वैल्यू लेगा तो p विल बिकम p प्लस 7 इक्वल टू 0. p इज इक्वल टू -7, नॉट पॉसिबल बिकॉज p कैन नॉट बी अ नेगेटिव इंटीजर. फिर n 1 की वैल्यू लेगा, 2 की वैल्यू लेगा, एंड फाइनली जब मैंने देखा n 3 की वैल्यू लेगा, सो दिस विल बिकम p प्लस 7 इक्वल टू 3 into 3 9. p is 9 minus 7 2. This is 2. This is the least positive integer p can assume. Least value p can assume. Okay, p आ गया हमारा 2. Any confusion, any doubts here? क्या किया है दोस्तों मैंने यहाँ पे? Clear so far? If this is clear, you can extrapolate it to further powers as well. Q minus 2 will be 3n form. When n is 0, this becomes q equals to 2. When n is 1, this will become 5. N is 2, this will become 8, and so on. But हमें क्या चाहिए? P plus Q plus R plus S की value minimum चाहिए हमें, right? So in that case, I want to take minimum possible values of P, Q, R, S and then add them. Q की minimum value क्या है? 2. Likewise, R plus 1 भी हमारा 3n form का number होना चाहिए. When I take n equal to 0, R becomes -1, which is not possible. When I take n equal to 1, R becomes 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. R की value क्या है? 2. S की value देखते हैं. S will be 3n, for which n has to be 1. S की value will be 3. Because हमें दिया गया, it's positive integers we're talking about, not whole numbers. Okay? A minimum value of P plus Q plus R plus S is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. That is equal to 9 as my answer. Is this clear, guys, everyone? Here's the solution. Let's read it again. Okay, this is clear. Let's move on to the next question, which has appeared in XAT 2010. Question is, let x be a 4-digit positive integer such that the units digit of x is prime and the product of all digits of x is prime. How many such integers are possible? This question should be solved in less than 15 seconds. While reading, you should know what the answer is. Options are 4, 8, 12, 24, or none of these. Go back, read the question, see what is happening in the question, and try to solve it. And let me know whatever you were thinking when you're reading the question. Like someone did, he shared that expression, that equation. But how did he arrive at 9? You guys are also welcome to do something like that. And then verify it with the solution that we discuss later. We have Ashish Kumar in the session. Hello, Ashish. Read the question. Question number 2 we are discussing right now. This question has appeared in that 2010, and this should have been solved in less than 15 seconds, even not only 15 but 10 seconds, and it's been almost 40 seconds and people haven't given me the answer. We are waiting for them to post their answers. Ashish says A, Samad says A. What about others? X is a 4-digit positive integer. Okay, such that the units digit of X, this digit, is a prime number. It's a single digit number, so it can assume only values 2, 3, 5, or 7. And the product of all digits of X is prime. Prime number अगर किसी और number से multiply होता है, for example 2 से या 3 से, even 5 से, ये number prime number अगर किसी और से multiply होगा, it will become a composite number. It won't remain a prime number. Therefore, these numbers have to be just one, such that ये unit digit जब इन सब number से multiply हो, it becomes a prime number. It stays a prime number. So 1 into 1 into 1 into 2 stays 2, a prime number. 1 into 1 into 1 into 3 stays 3, a prime number. 1 into 1 into 1 into 5 stays 5, a prime number. 1 into 1 into 1 into 7 stays 7, a prime number. Therefore, four numbers are 1112, 1113, 1115, 1117. Simple question, guys. Samad, absolutely. This is what the solution looks like. There you go. Single prime numbers in units digit can be 2, 3, 5, and 7. Possible numbers will only be these four. There is no other possibility. Therefore, there are four such integers possible. Is this clear, everyone? Please confirm, please acknowledge that you have understood. If not, if you have any doubts. Chalo. Question number 2 is also done. Question number 3 now. If x and y are real numbers, Ashish is saying, so this is IFT question. No, Ashish. Check this out. ZAT questions. Question number 3. If x and y are real numbers, the least possible value of the expression 4 into x minus 2 ka whole square give me a minute, guys. Okay. It's 4 into x minus 2 square plus 4 into y minus 3 square minus 2 into x minus 3 square. You have to find out the least possible value of this expression. Options are these. What do you think is the answer? Two, three. Okay. Shalu says D. Two more people were saying it's E. हमारा चीता कहाँ गया? Samad, what do you think? Rishabh says it's E. Samad says it's B. Nice. Let's see. What is happening here is that I have two variables in this single equation. Okay. X की value, so y की value तो I know has to be 3 to make this least possible, right? क्योंकि ये addition हो रहा है इसका, so I put y की value 3, it becomes 0. ना कुछ add करो इसमें because I need least possible value, so I don't want to add anything, so I want to keep it least, right? But what about these two brackets, right? इनके साथ कैसे खेलें कि हम least value निकाल पाएं? Simple, open these brackets. Let's see what happens when we rearrange these brackets. 4 into x minus 2 whole square becomes x square plus 4 minus 4x. This is x minus 2 whole square. Then we have x minus 3 whole square. Minus 2 into x minus 3 whole square. This becomes x square plus 9 minus 6x. Y की value तो 3 है for sure, ताकि वो bracket हमारा 0 बन जाए. अगर वो subtract हो रहा होता, guys, try to understand. अगर ये साइन हमारे पास नेगेटिव होता, आई वुड हैव प्लेड अराउंड विद दिस वैल्यू ऑफ y एंड मेड इट एज नेगेटिव एज पॉसिबल, बट ये एडिशन हो रहा है इसका, राइट? एंड आई हैव टू कीप इट लीस्ट पॉसिबल, तो एडिशन तो मुझे नहीं चाहिए, राइट? एंड दिस कैन नॉट बिकम नेगेटिव because it's a square value. As you can see, it's a square value. There's no chance that this will become negative, right? Let's see, we'll rearrange, we'll open the brackets and rearrange. 4x squared plus 4 for the 16 minus 4 for the 16x minus 2x squared minus 9 to the 18 plus 6 to the 12x. 4x squared minus 2x squared is 2x squared. 16 minus 18 is minus 2. Minus 16 plus 12 is minus 4x. Right? ऐसा कोई फॉर्मूला है नहीं हमारे पास तो उसके साथ खेल सकें, right? Because this is a square minus b square minus 2ab. ऐसा कोई फॉर्मूला बनता नहीं है, so I have to make this plus b square ताकि ये बन जाए a square plus b square minus 2ab, और मैं एक ब्रैकेट बना लूँ इसका. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add 4, I'm going to subtract 4. Oh, sorry, this is going to be minus 2. Yeah, add 4 and subtract 4. What is going to happen is it will become 2x squared plus 2 minus 4x, then minus 4 separately written outside, right? 2 common, this becomes x squared plus 1 minus 2x, then minus 4 outside. This becomes 2 into x minus 1 whole square minus 4. X की value, if I put 1, this whole bracket becomes 0. Therefore, my answer remains as minus 4 as the least possible value when x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 3. The answer is going to be B. Is this clear, everyone? Any doubt in any step? Why we have done this? I've explained to you why we have to open the brackets and rearrange. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Again, a question that should be solved in less than 15 seconds. The sum of the series minus 100 plus minus 95 plus minus 90 and so on until 110 plus 115 plus 120 is what we need to find out. And please do not use AP ka formula if someone is thinking of doing that. Do not do that. When I'm telling you this question can be solved in less than 15 seconds, that is without the formula. Simple logic, just visualize what is happening in this series. People are saying it's D, 450. Check this out, this is a XAT 2017 question. What is happening in this question is, let's see, minus 110, minus 95, minus 90, and so on, plus 90, plus 95, plus so on, like minus 110, minus 100, we have minus 105, minus 110, right? Then you have plus 105, plus 110, plus 115, plus 120, and so on until, oh, this is starting from 100. I'm sorry. Starting from 100, minus 100, minus 90, minus 95, and so on. Then you have plus 90, plus 95, plus 100. Then you have plus 105, plus 110, plus 115, plus 120. Yeah. So as you can see, until 100, for every value, for every positive value, there was a counter negative value. Plus 95, minus 95, plus 90, minus 90, plus 100, minus 100. तो sum इस series का तो zero होने वाला है, right? So the sum of the series will be determined by sum of these four numbers: 105 plus 110 plus 115 plus 120. ठीक है? ये क्या आएगा हमारे पास 15 में 25 50 450, जो कि है हमारा ऑप्शन नंबर डी. Is this clear? This series we had to let go of all the values up till plus 100. Pretty easy question. Let's move on to the next one. Consider the set of numbers 1, 3, 3 square, 3 cube, and so on up till 3 to the power 100. ये हमारे पास एक series है. We have to find out the ratio of the last number to the sum of the remaining numbers. This has been a XAT 2016 question. Go back to the question and tell me what you think is the answer. So simple basic question, guys. Shivam says it's 2. Shalu says it's 3. Samat says it's 2. Let's see what is happening here. We call the sum of GP 1, then A square, and so on up till A raised to power n. When you have, okay, in this case you have 1, 3, 3 square up till 3 raised to power 100. You have to find out the ratio of 3 raised to power 100 divided by, and the ratio of 3 raised to power 100 is 2. 1 plus 3 square up till 3 raised to power 99. We have Akhil Thota who has joined the session. Welcome, Akhil. So 3 raised to 100 is clear what the denominator or the first ratio entity looks like. The sum of this series is going to be, let's see what. Sum of GP is A into R raised to power n minus 1 upon R minus 1 when R is greater than 1, right? In this case, A is 1, R is 3 raised to the power. What is n here? What is the number of terms in this series, guys? Can someone tell me? 1 plus 3 square up till 3 is 119. And how many terms are we adding of GP here? Samad, think again. What do you mean 31? 101? No. Starting with this was 0, this was 1, and so on up to 3 is 99. 0 से लेकर 99 तक counting हो रही है, right? So 99 minus 0, last term minus first term plus 1 is the number of terms, which is 100. ठीक है? So the sum is going to be 3 is for 100 minus 1 upon 3 minus 1, which is 2. So the ratio looks like this. 3 raised to the power 100 is 2. 3 raised to the power 100 minus 1 upon 2. Now 3 raised to the power 100 is such a big number. Such a big number. You subtract 1 from it, doesn't change anything. It will still be around 3 raised to the power 100 only. So the tentative value of this numerator, 3 raised to the power 100 minus 1, is 3 raised to the power 100 only. So the ratio is 3 raised to the power 100 divided by 3 raised to the power 100 divided by 2. This 100 and 3 raised to the power 100 get cancelled. 2 comes in the numerator. The answer becomes 2. It is wrongly marked here. It's not 1, it's 2. 9. Somehow that is not the question I asked. Check this out. I asked from 1 through 3 raised to the power 99. Pay attention. This is what I asked. I think you referred to this series. I was highlighting this series. Here now? Yes. 3 raised to the power 0 is 1. Shivam, the question was, you have a series like this, 3 raised to the power 0, 3 raised to the power 1, 3 squared up till 3 raised to the power 99. How many number of terms do we have in this series? So from 0, 1, 2 up till 99. Last number in the series is 99. First number in the series is 0. So 99 minus 0 plus 1 is going to give you 100. Next slide, please. There you go. Next slide. Hey guys, Shalu is asking what happened to minus 1. Let me repeat. 3 raised to the power 100 is such a big number. You subtract 1 from it, doesn't change anything. Still remains tentatively the same as approximately the same as 3 raised to the power 100. That is why, and I know that in the numerator I have already 3 raised to the power 100. So for ease of calculation, I'll not go ahead and try to bother myself with 3 raised to the power 100 minus 1. I'll take the approximate value, which is going to be 3 raised to the power 100 only. Right? If I give you a big number, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I ask you to subtract 1 from it, you will say, sir, it's going to be approximately the same value. When you're doing the calculation, you'll say it's approximately the same value. Likewise, when we have something like this, when you're comfortable using this for calculation, and I ask you to subtract 1 from it, you'll be like, sir, chodo na 1. It's like such a big value. Subtracting 1 doesn't change anything. So let's take 3 raised to the power 100 only in this case. This is what happened. Okay. Samjhane do yaar, Shivam. If you have understood, doesn't mean everybody else has. The whole agenda, the whole idea of this class is that everybody should understand, right? So be patient, please. Question number 6. Two numbers in the base system B are 2061 and 601. Sum of these two numbers in decimal system is 432. Find the value of 1010 base B in decimal system. Let's figure out who can solve this question. Let me add one more option here. Wrong question. Tell me what you think is the answer. EIF, Shivam. Check it again. There are 6 options in this question now. And anyone who says F has to justify why it's F. In a single statement, doesn't matter. But anyone who tells me that the answer is F has to justify YF. Very good. Someone has said it's C. Okay. Or what others? The base is not known. Doesn't matter. You can calculate. You can find out the base. Everything else is given. Base is not known. If that's a question, then I would say yes, it is not given. It is given as B here, a variable value B. Iqbal has joined the session. We had one more student who joined. I didn't welcome. Mohammad Tariq Anwar has also joined the session. Welcome you both, Iqbal and Mohammad Tariq. Rahul is also here. We're solving this question, guys. Question number 6 that has appeared in XAT 2016. And there are 6 options to this question. There's one option I've added, option F. And anyone who tells me it's option F, gonna have to justify why. In 6 digit, we don't have base 5. In 6 digit, oh, you mean the other way around. In 6 digit, we don't, 6 digit, digit 6 does not appear in base 5 is what you meant, right? Absolutely. Ritik has also joined. Hi, Ritik. Let's see what is happening in this question. So there are 2 numbers in the base system B. We don't know the base system yet. Okay, these 2 numbers are 2061 and 601. Now, one thing to remember about base systems, if you are not very comfortable, then I keep sharing these questions. I keep discussing these base system questions. I keep discussing these these small concepts, observations of base systems, so that you become slowly comfortable with it. Okay, in any base, say base X, the digits that you have, the number of digits first of all is equal to X. For example, in base 5, the number of digits are 5, which are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then X as a digit does not appear in its own base system. 5 as a digit cannot appear as a digit in its own base system. These are the digits I can form numbers with in this base 5. I can have a number like 444. I can have a number like 432. I can have single 3, 2, 1. These are the numbers I can form. If I tell you that there is a number 51 in base 5, you'll stop me right there. You'll say, sir, this is not possible. Why? Because in base 5, the digit 5 does not exist. Okay. So looking at this value 2061 and this value 601, what I understand is that the least base has to be base 7 because I have 6 as a digit. 6 as a digit does not appear in any base systems less than 7. So all I know is that the value of the base here is going to be 7 plus. Okay, and we hold on to this thought. Just write it down here, and we hold on to this thought, and we move on with the question. It is given that sum of these 2 numbers in decimal system is 432. So the first thing I'm going to do is convert 2061 from base B to decimal. Now, do we know how to convert from one base to decimal? If not, we're going to focus on screen. This is going to be 2061 is in base B. When converted to decimal, base will look something like this. B raised to power 0 into the units digit 1 plus B raised to power 1 into the tens digit, which is 6, plus B raised to power 2 into the hundredth digit, which is 0, plus B cube into the thousandth digit, which is 2. This value, whatever it is in the decimal system. This becomes 1 plus 6b plus 0 plus 2b cube. That is 2b cube plus 6b plus 1. The decimal representation of the number 2061 in base B. So Salu, so Shalu, you asked this question, right? The base system is, the base value is not given. See, it does not really matter. We have converted it still into the decimal form. Likewise, we're going to convert number 601 from base B to decimal system. Can anyone tell me what the value is going to be of 601 in base B, which is already given when converted to decimal base system? Convert it, guys. I've done just I've just done this example of converting 2061 base B into decimal. You tell me what 601 base B is going to look like in decimal system. Okay. I'm hoping you guys are not smart enough to figure this out. The screen already given. I hope you found it out yourself. Anyways, so it's 6b square plus 1. The question says these two values I mentioned here, so I'm going to rub this off. Two values when added in the decimal system, these both are in decimal, when added gives you 432 as the answer, right? That means 2b cubed plus 6b plus 1 plus 6b squared plus 1 is equal to 432. Let's solve this. 2b cubed plus 6b squared plus 6b is equal to 430. Okay, 2 कॉमन आ जाएगा और भी b क्यूब प्लस 3b स्क्वायर प्लस 3b is equal to 215. b कॉमन बाहर b square plus 3b plus 3 is equal to 215. When you solve this, you get first of all 215 के factors देखते हैं हम क्या हैं 5 4 3. So 5 into 43, right? So b has to be 5, so that this becomes 5 squared 25 plus 5 is a 15, 40 plus 3 43. So b is 5 such that this left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay, so the value of b is 5. Now someone who's not very well versed with base systems will go on and convert. Let's see what the question is saying now. Find the value of 1010 base 5 in decimal. Now mind it, the step 3 is the game changer here. This is going to define how much, where you lie in the percentile in the competition. When you realize that b is equal to 5, right? Someone who is not very well versed with base systems will be very happy and go on and convert 1010 base 5 into decimal value, which is very easy to convert because it will be 5 raised to the power 0 into 0 plus 5 raised to the power 1 into 1 plus 0 again plus 5 raised to the power cube into 1. This becomes 5 plus 5 5 is a 25, 5 is a 125, 130, which is also given in the option which is C, right? But here is the catch. The base value is 5. Now when I try and validate and verify what is happening here, let's see. Remember, I asked you to hold this thought that the base value will be 7 or plus. But my answer is giving me base value b as equal to 5, which is not possible. Thus, this option, wrong question. So what you're going to do in this situation, you're going to leave this question. Is this clear? No, of course not, Shivam. When the question is wrong, it's wrong. It's done. And it's not a CBSE exam, right, where wrong question will be awarded 1 mark to everyone. So, if everyone is awarded 1 mark for this question, everybody would be back to the same square one again. So it doesn't really matter. Yes, that is what they do. So they reduce the total score and tell you that this is what it's going to look like. And anyhow, as I said, for that 35, 45, 35 to 40% of the paper, if you attempt, all right, you're a 99 percentiler. No one even gets there more than 60% attempt, right? Question number 7. Is there anyone who has any doubts in this question? You gave once, not good. Okay. Everyone, is it clear? Base system, I understand. Base की question देखकर आप लोग सारे चुप हो जाते हो. बट अभी जो हमने डिस्कस करा क्या ये क्लियर है? Okay. So see, with each question we are learning something base systems about base systems, right? Let's see. Question number 7. For two positive integers a and b, if a plus b raised to the power a plus b is divisible by 500, that means remainder when this a plus b raised to the power a plus b is divided by 500 is 0. Then the least possible value of a into b is something you need to find out: 8, 9, 10, 12, or none of the above. Quickly, guys, this is exact 2016 question. Subhranshu has joined the session. Welcome, Subhranshu. You're solving this question number 7 that has appeared in XAT 2016. Take a few seconds, guys, read the question, absorb the information, see what is happening, and try to attempt the question and tell me what you think is the answer. Or whatever is running in your mind, just share. As I've been telling you, no matter what, I'm going to tell you what the right solution, what the right answer is. But what I want you to do is do things wrong, right? Use whatever little information you know about the concept, whatever you know about the question, go and break the question and do it wrong. It doesn't matter. Because anyhow, I'm going to tell you what is right. So if you're blindly sitting and figuring out what is right, and or if you're doing wrong things and then seeing what is right, I would say this later is better, because in the exam, when you see such a question, you would know that such a thought process, such a wrong thought process appeared to you, occurred to you when you were practicing in this class. So that is not the way you have to go anymore. A user is pinging me, so may I ask something regarding CAT exam? I'm going to leave last 3-4 minutes for such discussions. User, so please wait. The agenda of this class is to discuss past year's AT questions. That is what we're doing. Let me just get done with what the agenda is for today's session. I'll keep the session open for 3-4 minutes. Okay? Could anyone figure this out? Nitesh says it's E. Nitesh, when you say E, none of the above, then what is it? If it's not 8, 9, 10, 12, what do you think is the answer? Samat says answer is 9. Okay? Thought process was that. Simple question based on factors and factorization. What I know is that a plus b raised to the power a plus b is a multiple of 500. Now, when I prime factorize 500, I see this form: 2 square into 5 cube. इसका मतलब any multiple of 500 will have at least 2 2's and 3 5's. Okay, if there's a number, say 2 into 5 raised to power 10, will it be a multiple of 500, guys? Yes or no? No, because to be a multiple of 500, you have to have at least 2 2's and at least 3 5's. In this case, we just have 1 2, and in excess we have 5's, but it doesn't really matter because I need at least 2 2's. Okay. So for a number to be multiple of 5, we just figured out it should have at least 2 2's and 3 5's. Let's see what happens next. Now, as a number is divisible by 500, a plus b should be divisible by 10. Why? Because see, 2 into 5 when raised by 2 into 5 is going to give me a multiple of 500. Why not 3 into 5? I'll have to raise it with the same number, 3 into 5. Does it have 2 2's, 3 5's? No. Why not 5 into 7? Because it doesn't have 2's. Why not 2 into 3 into 7 into 11 raised to the power the same number? Because it doesn't have 5's. Okay, so I need this at least to be in the base raised to the power of the same number, which increases the number drastically. It becomes 2 raised to the power 10 into 5 raised to the power 10. Does it have two twos and three fives at least? Yes. That means this is a multiple of 500. And there's a least value I can take. Okay. Now, the least possible value of a plus b is 10. Okay. When a plus b, the least possible value is given to me as 10. Check this out, what you have to do next. The question is not asking you find out the least value of a plus b. No, question is a bit trickier than that. It's saying tell me the least value of a into b. A plus b is 10. Possibilities are a is 1, b is 9, or vice versa. This is 2, this is 8, this is 3, 7, 4, 6, or 5, 5. Now check this out. When you multiply a and b, for the values you're getting, a into b is 9 here, 16 here, 21, 24, 25. So the closer the values of a and b in the product, the higher the value of that product. So I have to keep the values of a and b as far as possible from each other, which happens only in this case, which is 1 into 9. 1 and 9, that is a is 1, b is 9, or vice versa. Therefore, it becomes 9. The least possible value of a into b is 9. My answer here is option B. Is this clear, guys? User, you can post your question now. In the meantime, I'll check what Nitesh has to say. The possibility occurred to me yesterday for 10, but 9 to 1 as an answer was missed by me. Okay, now you know you're actually doing it right. We had a user who wanted to ask a question based on CAT. Go ahead, please ask. And for others, I think we're done with today's session. We have discussed 7 questions from past year's XAT papers, although I had 4 more to discuss. But that is something I'm going to take probably in the next session. I'm going to take another such session where we can discuss those 4 questions along with 5 or 6 more. Okay. So people who want to drop out of the session, please do that. Thank you so much for attending. I hope you enjoyed the session. You had fun. You learned something new. It added some value to your knowledge base. And if you have any doubts, please stay back and post your doubts for me to respond to. And also, once you close this window, you'll get a feedback option. You can provide the feedback on this class, how you like the course, or the close the special class. A thumbs up or a thumbs down will help us understand if the offering, if my offering to you is relevant, is making sense, is being liked by you or not. Meena is asking, can I save this online? Meena, you'll see these recordings available online. Since you enrolled in this course, in this class, as in you clicked on the notify me button, you'll see this recording. Rishabh is asking, can you show solution of last question? Of course, here you go. Shivam is asking, sir, I have a few questions on algebra which I'm not able to do. Will you help me? I can take a special class on Shivam, on algebra, Shivam. But again, such kind of offerings are provided by us on our plus courses. The reason we have this segregated as a special class and as plus class, right? In our plus courses, we have doubt clearing sessions dedicated for you guys for each and every course. Every 4th class in a plus course is a doubt clearing session. Right? But let me see what I can do with the special classes. You're not a plus student. That is what I'm hinting at. You're not a plus student. You can enroll in the plus subscription and enroll in the courses up there, and we can have better interactions there, is what my whole idea is of discussion here. Sorry, offline. No, Meena, you cannot download this offline. Shalu is asking, graduate marks are 64%. I am called. Depends on which field you've done your graduation in. BCom, if you have that academic diversity, if you have something more to highlight probably your work experience and excellent 10th and 12th. They should shadow. And I'm ABC again would be tough. The user is asking, yeah, I would like to ask. Recently on 24th this month, I registered on CAT and now no clue what to do and how to prepare for 25th November. Okay, let me get back to that question. I have almost zero knowledge on QA. Professor can also and also in job currently. First of all, if you didn't know about CAT, why did you take up as a consideration? Are you probably in peer pressure, family pressure? Probably it's just that chalo sab log kar rahe hain, let me also do it. So CAT, as we know, the management entrance exam in India for admissions into good B schools or admission to any B school in India. And yes, you're right. You have English language as a section, you have DILR as a section, and you have QA as a section. Excelling in, I would say, one of these sections is not enough. You have to excel in all the three sections. If you have no knowledge of QA and you're starting from now, I would say the journey is a bit difficult for you. And also depends on what aspirations you have, what kind of score you want to score in CAT exam. Looking for a 95 plus kind of a score, I would say having zero knowledge on QA and starting now is also going to be a challenge. What you can do is pick up any QA source from the market, say buy some market books. One I always recommend is by TMH book for CAT by Mr. Arun Sharma. They have pretty relevant questions for CAT. Start from there. They explain you from basics and move on to advanced topics. And since you don't have much time, I would say you should only do chapters like number systems, arithmetic, and leave algebra, leave geometry if you want, and see if you can do PNC. Even if you do these three sections, these three topics, PNC like 2-3 questions appear. Even if you do these two as major topics, I would say you are done with a good percentile. You can score a good percentile in CAT for scoring 95 plus percentile. Right? For DILR, I would say start with very basic sets. So DILR means there's a set of information given to you and 4-5 questions are asked based on this set of information. Data interpretation and logical reasoning. Pick up LOD1, that is level of difficulty 1 questions, level of difficulty 1 sets. Start from there, start your journey from there, from basics to advanced. Okay. And then for this QA and DILR, I would say after some time, say after a month, move on to past year CAT questions, past year XAT questions, just to have a look and feel of how actual questions appear in these exams. This is how your journey of preparation for QA and DILR should look like, Mr. or Mrs. or Miss User. I don't know what your name is. This appears as user here. Is this clear? Anything else you want to check? You're also in job currently. That's okay. Everybody else is. That's not something you should be worried about. Everybody who is preparing for CAT, 99% of people would be either in college or in job. 95% of people. Very few people who take a break for CAT exam and crack it. And taking break for such an exam is not even recommended because you don't need that kind of break. But of course, you're not even clear with the basics of quantitative aptitude. I would say after some time, if you can take a break of say 15-20 days from work, starting next week or next week, get acquainted with the basics, then take a week's break, probably towards the end of or when you're approaching CAT date. Okay. Anything else? Shivam, beta plus subscription le lo. That is what I can suggest. Because since I moved into, I would say I got back to the platform after such a long time. The reason I'm doing so many special classes, I don't think I'll be doing these many special classes anymore. Say I'll be taking 5 to 6 special classes only in a month is what I know. I don't know if it can be more or less, also. So you may not see me much on special for a very long time because I'll be focusing more on my plus offerings, and we have all these educators who are there on plus. When you become a plus member, you get access to their courses. You can come on doubt clearing sessions live and get your doubts clarified. You can personally interact with each and every one of us the way you want, how you want it. And I think that gives you more personalized experience than a special class. In special class, I put into everyone, and I can just give you a look and feel of how the plus courses look like. This is not exactly what we have to offer. We have much more to offer than this one class, right? Shivam N. Mr. Shivam has joined just now. Awesome, Shivam. क्लास खत्म होने के 7 मिनट बाद शिवम एन ने ज्वाइन करा है. Excellent. Anything else, guys? Shivam, you got it right. Okay, sir. Yeah, that is what I would suggest. If you are really struggling and you think that you can do it, and it's just that mentorship you need, just that you need someone to cater to your doubts whenever you have them and how you have them. I would say this is something you should seriously consider. And it's just nominal cost. You shouldn't. I don't think it's something to be very wary about or very careful about. It's going to be worth it. Okay. If there's anyone who has any further doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to close the session, and I'm going to see you again at 9:30. Oh, I'm going to have another session in another 20 minutes. I'll see you at 9:30, where I'm going to discuss advanced level questions based on coordinate geometry. The good source for RC, I would say, again, TMH Books for CAT by Mrs. Meenakshi Upadhyay, ma'am. I have worked with her closely. And again, that book is pretty exhaustive, pretty much, I would say, pretty good to start with, to kick off with. To move on to advanced level questions, we have LOD 2, LOD 3 up there, but you can any day refer to online sources as well. Yes, user, as I said, I've given you the whole strategy of how you should prepare for next 2 months. I don't think you were paying attention. I just gave you the whole strategy. Please watch this recording again. I dedicated like 4 minutes to give you that strategy on how you should prepare for QA, what all chapters you should prepare. And yes, it's possible. People have done it in the past, and people will keep doing it, starting from scratch and getting to 95 percentile. You just have to selectively prepare. Prepare selectively. That's it. Don't worry about exhaustiveness right now, that you have to learn everything in QA. No, pick up the chapters that most commonly appear. Okay, with this, we close the session. We are 10 minutes past the scheduled time. Now past the scheduled closure time. Thank you so much for attending. I have another class, special class, free special class at 9:30, where I'm going to discuss advanced level questions based on coordinate geometry. So I'll see you then, guys. Thank you so much for attending. Good night and good luck.